Many of you who do not know, who may be new to the DadBodDnd stream,
let us fill you in.
Travis is the most handsome brother of all.
Bob.
So as you see the troll fall, you see Durnan. He doesn't care about the Sturgis. He walks back behind the bar, almost just slides up over the bar, and places the sword behind it. And you guys handily take care of the Sturgis. They didn't pay you much bother, but you shot them out of the air and pew-pewed them. So what do you guys want to do now that troll threat's gone, Sturgis are gone? The bar has officially cleared out, except for one person that's kind of hanging in the very back, and Durnan at the front. Bonnie has gone back to the back. Kylie, your associate lay dead still.
I'm going to head back to the bar and grab a drink. Would you guys like another one? I need one after that.
I think I'm going to clean up first. I'm going to start picking up tables and furniture and trying to, if it's busted, trying to figure out if I can put it back together and kind of clean up a little bit.
And I'll go to Templeton. They pay Bonnie to do this kind of stuff. She will pick up the tables.
No,
you don't have to do this.
It's my mess. I got it.
This is not your mess. Durnan, what are trolls coming into your bar for?
Look down that hole. It's nonstop around here. I mean, they figured they go travel down into the Undermountain and find some gold, find some treasures, and now we have all these stupid, whatever. It's anything. Always come up here.
Orc man, I'll help you clean, and I'm gonna kick the dwarf into the hole. Dwarf.
Dwarf the dwarfman.
Durnan's gonna see that and go, wasn't he with you?
He has no family, and he's worthless now that he's dead.
It's heartless even for this place.
I will sidle up next to Jax at the bar and get another ale coming.
Okay.
And in the background of that, I'm going to be dragging the troll over towards the pit.
Okay. So you guys take a few minutes, drink some beer. Jax and Valerian, Makani and Templeton, you guys clean up. Do you guys kind of gather back at your original table?
I'll up at the bar with Jax. I'll make a comment. You looked pretty wide-eyed during that battle with the troll. You've never done this before.
I'm gonna look at Durnan and then look back at Val and say, "No, I've done this a lot. I just didn't have a good bearing on my stones for my sling."
Oh, well, it seems you might want to dial that in and make sure you are hitting more than you are missing. End up dead like that Ashley girl over there.
And I will say, you know what? Forget it. I trust you, Val. And I will say, though, that was actually my first one. I was trying to be tough. Durnan told me not to tell people that I'm new, but I'm new. That was scary.
Well, you make my orc friend happy. You stick around, you'll be okay.
I will be happy to stay around at least for a little while.
As you guys are all kind of gathered at the table, go ahead, Makani.
Did you say that there was one other person in the bar?
Yep.
What is that person doing?
Well, as you guys are gathered around that table and talking a little bit, you see this very, I don't want to say flamboyant, but very eccentric person come out of that corner. As he approaches you, he kind of strokes his mustache, adjusts, floppy hat that he wears, and kind of tightens his ascot that he has. And I will show you.
I think I know who it is.
Who approaches you? You see this gentleman. As he approaches you, he's like, well, you guys can certainly handle yourself. No need to talk. My name is Volo, if you didn't know. I don't want to say I'm famous around here, but I am known for my, adventures, one might say. And I can see you guys handle yourself pretty well. Are you all adventurers yourself?
We do work around Waterdeep. I wouldn't say adventurers.
What's your guys' names?
Well, my name is Valerian. This is my my best friend Templeton. These two I've just met.
I'm Jax, and it was Ashley, right?
Yes.
Oh, hello, Ashley, Jax, Templeton, and Valerian, right?
Yes.
So, after the great spectacle that you guys have put on, I come to you in need. You know, in my name, in as much adventuring as I've done, I don't ask for help often, but seeing what you guys have done and standing up to a troll, that, I mean, give yourself a round of applause. That is amazing.
I have to say that's the first troll I've ever seen.
When he tells us to give a round of applause, I'll drop whatever leg of the troll I'm holding and like, if nobody joins in, it'll just kind of trail off. And then I'll shrug and just go back to dragging the troll towards the hole.
Well, I expected you guys to be a little bit more proud of yourself. I mean, not everybody. I mean, Durnan does that daily around here, but not everybody can. I mean, as you see, the bar has cleared out and he kind of looks left to right. But you, adventurers, heroes, one might say, stayed to see the end. I mean, unfortunately, one of you did perish. My condolences to what was his name? Ashley?
Nobody cares.
And he kind of adjusts his scarf like, ugh. But I do come to you bad news. I need your help. So he motions for Templeton to come back and have a seat at the table, and he asks everybody to just sit with him. Does everybody
Yep.
have a seat?
Yep.
I'm gonna finish kicking the troll into the yawning portal, and then I will come back over and sit down next to Val.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand behind the table.
Okay. He's like, well, I respect your
You don't
decision.
sit down. You don't sit down.
No.
For Volo? Man.
I think as I approach the table and you're not sitting down, I'm gonna wait for you to sit down. And if you don't sit down, I'm just gonna stand up behind Val.
Can I use
Ashley-
prestidigitation to move a chair right behind her?
Ashley, if you don't sit down, he won't sit down.
Why? Why won't the orc sit?
It's a courtesy thing. Just to have.
Orc, you can sit.
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Because I'm a lady.
I mean,
No,
clearly you're not.
Templeton, you can stand.
Okay, if the half orc is going to stand and be awkward, then I guess I'll sit. And I plop on a chair.
As soon as she sits down, I sit down next to Val.
Okay. So as you guys sit, he kind of asks you to, lean in a little bit, even though the bar is empty. I don't know how to say this, but I'm just going to say it. Okay. My friend's name is Floon Blackbar.
Okay.
You want to say that one more time? That's quite a
Floon
mouthful.
Blackbar.
Oh.
You guys, were you close?
No.
No.
I was going Flune. Floon.
Floon Blackbar. It's a Torbjorn.
I'm Schmierigan Viedigan from the Schmierigan. Yours.
Well, so here's my issue. Floon and I are best friends. We do everything together. One might say he has more beauty than brain. I do worry that he has. I'm not the conspiracy theory type, but I think he was kidnapped on his way home the other night, and I would like to pay you to find him for me. And if you find him for me, I have gold for you. At this point, he kind of picks back up his voice. He's like, if you don't know me, I am Volo. He kind of, I am very wealthy, and I will pay you each handsomely. 100 gold per person if you find my friend.
I
So
want 200.
How about 100 now, or 100 when you find my friend, and 10 now?
No, 200 now, and I will find your friend.
Roll a... So go ahead and roll a persuasion.
16.
16. He's like, oh, okay. I mean, you have me in a terrible spot. And if it's 200, I will pay each of you 200 gold. I will pay when you find my friend, I will give you each 10 gold now to start, but I will give...
That's fine, but why not go to the town guards to try to find your friend? This is a city matter.
Well...
Why are you going to a bar and trying to find...
Normally I agree with you.
Heroes.
Normally I agree with you. The issue is I have, and they do not believe what I'm telling them. They believe that, and I said I don't like to think of conspiracy theories. They believe that it was me that did it, and I need your help to take the blame off of me because I have done nothing wrong here. I mean, he's my best friend. Why would I have kidnapped my own friend?
Val,
Yeah. Templeton, what?
can you ask him if he did it?
My friend here wants to know if you did it, and as I ask that, can I get an insight check on... I want to, like, read his face.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight.
My friend, he wants to know if you did it. That's a 19.
He looks pretty... He's telling the truth. He is frightened, but trying to keep up the facade that he is the great Volo. To keep up the facade that he's this, just...
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Templeton, he did not do it. He did not do it.
No, that's good.
So, Templeton, what do you think? Do we help this man? We can get all the crayons you want if we help this man.
I mean, you tell... I don't want to make decisions. You make the decisions. I just hit stuff, right? That was the deal.
Volo, I tell you what, you give my 200 and Templeton's 200 to me, and make sure he gets all the crayons he can have, and we'll help you find your friend Floon.
I don't have that money on me now. I can
Right,
give
the
you
10 and the 10.
I can give you each 10 now, and he pulls out 4 coin purses and kind of flicks one to each of you.
I mean, I'm not going to speak for Jax over there. Jax, we haven't heard from you.
I don't know if I like the idea of something that was kidnapped, but I could use some extra money. I trust this big guy Templeton, so if he's willing to take a part, I'll join you.
So you all agree that you will help me, right?
Well, what happened to your friend first? I
mean, so here's the deal. And he kind of like almost looks down as he says this. I'm the reason this happened. I didn't do it, but I'm the reason this happened. In writing, I mean, many of you know that I have written a book. Have you read my book?
That's a big negative on my part.
So he pulls one out of his bag and he puts down on the table Volo's Guide to Monsters. And he goes, well, I mean, I've been studying monsters and I've wrote this book. And I'm working on my second book. And I came upon a bit of a dog.
A big dog.
I came upon a bit of writer's block. And I asked Floon if he would accompany me to one of the local, dive bars that we go to, where I'm not as well known as the Yawning Portal, where people don't come to see the attraction of who is Volo, but where, it's friendly atmosphere and you can go and drink and be left alone. He did. We both had a bunch of drinks. I had to leave early, and so I asked Floon if he was ready to go, and he said absolutely not. He stayed, and he did not return to his place. I went to check on him the next day, and there was nothing. I knocked and knocked and knocked, nothing. So I went back to the bar, and they said, yeah, he was here, and then he left about an hour after I did.
Did you say what bar this was?
I did not.
I will ask then.
Okay.
Was this bar in Waterdeep?
Yeah, no, it was right down the. It was in the dock ward. So, I mean, many people don't go to the dock ward, but it was the Skewered Dragon. It happened 2 nights ago.
What was the dragon?
Skewered.
Skewered. I would like to have grabbed the book and just kind of start like excitedly flipping through it, trying to take in some of the information while he's explaining this.
Okay.
Is there anything special about your friend that might make somebody want him?
Well, I mean, Floon. So, no. I mean, what's weird enough, I don't think so. He is a human, male. He's early 30s. You know, he has this wavy reddish blonde hair, but nothing like he's not rich or famous or anything.
Do people know he's your friend and you have money?
No, yeah, I mean they see us together, but down there nobody really knows who we are. And he kind of goes, so, and he looks at Jackson and goes, so what do you think of the book? The next one I'm writing is Guide to Spirits Inspectors.
This is a very well crafted book. A lot of good information here.
Yeah,
I kind of want to ask if I can keep this, and maybe in lieu of the 10 gold.
No, yeah, that's yours. I always keep one on me just in case.
Sweet. I'm gonna take it and just throw it in my pouch. Very well crafted. I am happy to help you with this.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, for 200 gold, I guess I can help find your friend Floon.
I think you have 4 adventurers ready to take this this job for you.
Oh, great. Okay, so Skewer Dragon in the dock ward. From there, I don't know what happened. I would say be careful. The dock ward is not a safe place to visit.
We'll go during the daytime. No sense in going at night.
Do you have, since you didn't give us all of the gold, do you have anything like potions, healing potions, weapons?
No.
Anything else besides the gold?
I don't. And he kind of turns back to the bar. He's like, hey, Dernan, can they get a potion real quick? And just put it on my tab. So Dernan comes out with one healing potion, minor healing potion.
I'll take that.
Was that one total or one for each of us?
One total.
Okay.
We're a bunch of greedy bastards.
Jeez.
No, just one of you is greedy. Well, I guess Travis. Travis is more of a fan greedy.
I'm very fond of this book. It's very interesting. You look like you worked really hard on this book. I really respect that.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's great. It really. I worked tirelessly, and this next book is going to be just as good. And you know, when you hit that writer's block, it's tough to get out of. So we decided to go get a drink. Maybe some spirits would help unblock the brain, right?
I totally understand. I totally get that. I'm having a bit of a writer's block of sorts of my own, so it sucks. But I hope you find yourself some inspiration.
So we meet in the morning to search for your friend, or are we going tonight? What are we doing?
What time is it?
It's pretty late.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you're talking like 1 a.m.
That was a lot of work for me. I need sleep.
Getting close to my bedtime. I'd hate to walk all the way to the dock ward at this hour.
Is this inn we're in, is it like an inn with rooms, or is it just a bar? Are you going to get our room as well?
Well, yeah. I mean, I could see if Dernan would comp 4 rooms. I mean, obviously this place is kind of dead, right? It's middle of winter. Not many people come out.
Well, I've already paid for my room tonight, so you don't have to worry about mine, but thank you.
I'll take nice room.
Okay.
What ward is the Yawning Portal in?
Where did it say it was? It said somewhere Castle Ward. And I can hold on 1 second. I can move.
Yeah. Give me that beautiful map footage.
Hey.
Give me that
Hey.
map. Castle Ward, kind of right in the middle. Dock Ward is south.
On the map. On the map.
Yeah,
On the
directly
map.
south
On
of
the
you.
map.
Wow, this
Yeah.
is big.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
that's what
So I guess I would have to ask Templeton, kind of out of character here, where would our hovel be in the pantheon of Waterdeep here?
I don't know. So where?
Probably the trade ward?
Where are the Rosnies at?
Yeah, there you go.
Like, is there like turf and territory among these families?
So they're all
Probably the
pretty
North
much
Ward?
in the North Ward. So they're between Copper and Shield Street in the North Ward, which is these 2 streets here.
I would imagine we would have
Somewhere
room.
close to that.
Yeah, somewhere. Obviously, not that on the nobility side of things, but like if they have like a servants' quarters or just like a little off building, we would probably be stationed up in there. Is that cool, Bob?
Probably,
If not,
probably
we
in
can
the
have
field ward if you're looking for hovel. So that's going to be like
that's way
your,
north.
yeah, that's like your.
Okay. All right.
That's where the power folk live.
Yeah.
Okay.
one
Totally
might
cool.
say. Cool.
All right, Templeton, what do you think about staying here tonight? Traveling to the field ward and then only to come back down is not smart.
And the yawning portal is here. Way
That's
down.
That's a long trek.
Yeah, my feet kind of hurt. I'm okay staying here tonight. Can I stay in your room on the floor?
Of course, I don't know where else you would stay.
Okay. He said 4 rooms, and I don't want a room.
No. Durnan, we only need 1 room for the 2 of us. So yes, we will stay here, and in the morning, yes, we all go out and we make way to the skewered dragon.
So everybody, I would imagine, heads to their appropriate rooms.
As Volvo's walking away, I want to follow him, so I'm a little bit away from everybody else.
And I want to stab him. No, don't.
You owe one more favor for this.
Oh yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Since you write book, you know of scholars that know of scholars who know great magic, right?
Yeah, I mean there's some here. I'd have to do some research.
Can you introduce me so I can do my own research?
Yeah. Let me.
I am interested in the scholars that may focus on the bringing back of death from death.
Well, let me. Once you find Floon, I'll do what I can to help you.
That's part of the deal, correct?
If that's what you're looking for, yeah, that's correct.
Okay, I will trust you, Volvo man.
I trust you too. And Godspeed. And as he leaves, he brings on his big, heavy jacket and kind of turns up the collar and tightens his scarf and pulls his hat down a little bit, and he exits. What are you doing?
Oh, I guess we make it up to our room. I'm going to take one of the blankets and kind of put it on the ground for Templeton and one of the pillows. I'm not a total heathen. Templeton, do you want to sleep with Raffle tonight?
I would very much like that. Can I?
Of course you can. And as I kind of unhook the little clasp holding my hood and cloak together, Raffle comes out and crawls down my leg and around and straight down to Templeton. And Raffle knows what to do at this point, and he kind of curls up in the crook of your arm and just makes himself at home.
All right.
And I'll drape my cloak over the chair, and my little halfling body will take up a small portion of this bed while Templeton is on the ground.
Yeah. So I'll take the blanket that you gave me and lay it out flat, and the pillow I'll just toss to the side. I will kind of lay on the upper part of my arm and throw my coat over top of me like a blanket, my big black bear fur coat, and then I'll lift up the side of it so that Raffle can get underneath it, and then start kind of counting to myself as I go to sleep.
And as I'm kind of just laying in bed staring up, I'll talking to myself but kind of using Templeton as a sounding board, start saying, I don't know about getting into the affairs of these people here in Waterdeep. This is out of our realm, but money is money. Templeton, you can we'll get you some crayons.
Money is money.
Money is money. And I'll just kind of slowly fade away and take a nap.
Okay, what's Makani doing?
She is sitting in, I imagine because she asked for a nicer room, that there's probably a large chair in front of a fireplace, and she's going to take one of the blankets from the bed and sit in front of the fireplace and kind of like deep in thought, just stare at the fire, possibly on a lead of how to, on this death resurrection that she's looking for, maybe a lead on that. So I'm just contemplating getting through this task.
Okay, and Jax.
I'm gonna walk to my room and just kind of toss the small bag of 10 gold that Volo gave me in my hand. Walk into my room with prestidigitation, light one of the candles in there, and just kind of lay in bed, set the gold on the table next to me, and pull out the cube of diverse travel that I built long ago, and just kind of start fidgeting with it in my hand as I lay in bed, try and calm my mind, and just go to sleep.
So what's the cube do?
It's just a cube right now. In this particular instance, it's just a smooth, four-sided metal cube that if I use it can travel about, whether it can sprout out some legs, or those legs can, if it were upside down, turn into little propellers and fly around. But I'm just fidgeting with it in its cube form, admiring its smooth, well-built design.
Love it. Okay. As the night passes, you guys are awoken by a chowinga. I'm just kidding.
I quit.
Game over. I'm out. We're only level 1. No, but you guys make it through the night. The storm outside, the wind is howling, and snow has built up. Not a lot, but probably good 6 inches on the ground. Not 6 inches, sorry. 3 inches, maybe, on the ground. And morning time comes. Do you all just meet into the main bar of the Yawning Portal?
I would like to think that I woke up early and maybe help mend some of the broken tables and chairs around.
Okay. What about Makani?
I imagine that, I kind of walk in right around when breakfast would be, early enough that we can get a good start on the day, but I'm not doing anything nice like mending tables, that's for sure.
Well,
Okay.
good morning, Ashley.
And I don't pay attention to him. I forgot that I told them my name was Ashley, so I just don't acknowledge him.
Okay,
Perplexed,
Templeton,
I'll go back to my work.
Templeton, and Valerian.
I'd say Val kind of sleeps in a little bit, knowing that he's only kind of half into this situation, but eventually he'll get up, and I don't know.
If you're sleeping in, I wake up promptly at 5 a.m. and I'll sneak my way downstairs.
Yeah, I'll wake up and I'll see that Templeton is gone, and I'll kind of slide over with my feet dangling off the end of the bed, not touching the floor, and kind of kick him 1-2 times. But to myself, I'll say, Gala and Iris, I hope I'm getting closer to you, and then I'll just get down and put on my big cloak and kind of clasp it up and get ready and go downstairs.
Okay, and Templeton, what are you doing when you head downstairs?
So as I go downstairs, if the place still looks kind of a mess, I'm going to go back to help and clean it up, and I'm going to ask Darnan or Bonnie. And if I see Bonnie, I'd probably say it to Bonnie. Oh, do you have me more of that hot chocolate and some sweet rolls and some bacon and some eggs and
Terry's
some
Jubilee, that's it.
gravy? Do you have all that?
Yeah. Let me go check in the back, and we'll get it right there for you. And she scurries off.
Some hot cocoa, that's a good choice, Templeton.
Yeah,
I'll have to ask her for a cup.
I kind of like it when it gets really cold here. This city's not very warm. It's even colder in the winter.
Well, I take it you've been here for a while.
Oh yeah, I think this is 17 years for me. It hasn't. It's not really 17 years. It's 17 years, I think.
Well, I'm gonna have to stick with you. You must know a lot about this town.
Oh no, I don't know anything about here. Val's the one you're gonna want to talk to. He knows the city, like a person who lives here knows the city. And yeah, he's the guy you want to talk to.
I like talking to you. You're a good guy.
Oh, nice. I don't get that very often, but
Well, you made a good impression on me, at least.
so how did you fix my picture?
I have an ability to mend things. It's just a magical spell I learned when I was younger, and I use it for fixing whatever I'm able to, which mostly small things.
You know magic. What else can you do?
I can make things happen, and I'll turn to like the fireplace, and if it's lit, puff it out. If it's not, I will turn.
It's probably lit. I mean, it's pretty cold outside.
Yeah. So I'll puff it out with the prestidigitation, and then just like count 5 beats and then light it right back up so it doesn't get too cold in the little lobby area or dining area.
Templeton's jaw just drops, and like he looks at the fire and he looks back at you, and he looks at the fire and he looks back at you, and then he slaps you on the back and starts laughing, and a little too hard that he probably should for a gnome, and he's gonna say, "That's amazing."
So I'll kind of just stretch my shoulders a little bit. Oh, those are about the things that I know. I can do a lot more with with that fire thing, but there's just small little things I like to have fun with mostly.
Yeah,
I like to see somebody who appreciates it. Most people back home just know it and don't care.
If I could make a fire with my mind, I would just sit and make a fire on and off all day with my mind.
I did that when I was younger. I did that a lot. And maybe burned down our shed once, but that was an accident. Unfortunately, nobody got hurt. So you have to be careful.
Yeah, safety first.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand that.
Val told me when I'm punching someone, I want to make sure that I don't tuck my thumb because it can break it. So safety first.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good tip. Boy, Val sounds like a smart guy too.
Yeah, he's really smart. He's the one you want to talk to.
I'm gonna have to learn. I have a lot to learn. I have a whole lot to learn.
Yeah, that's what Val tells me all the time.
Well, we can learn together, Templeton. We can learn together. This is gonna be fun. And I'll just kind of say that to myself.
I imagine at this point, Val, you're heading down.
Yeah, and I'll come down and see the two of you. You're sitting and eating at this point, I imagine?
Yeah, I assume we're probably at the bar.
Okay.
So our backs are to you, like our profiles, and this tiny gnome and this giant half-orc sitting on these benches.
And Makani is at the bar as well?
Yeah, I feel like I would, instead of sitting next to them, I would sit on the bar and like reach over and just steal food off of their like plates.
I'm gonna smack her hand away.
And then I'll just reach again for another one because I'm ignoring the fact he's calling me Ashley again.
I'm gonna take out my little tinkering hammer. Watch yourself, lady. This is my food.
Have you not heard that sharing is caring? This orc has more manners than you know.
You're welcome to some of this. I ordered enough for like 3 people in case anybody wanted to share. But I kind of hope they wouldn't want to share. But if you want to share, we can share.
Thanks, orc.
I'm willing to share with people who are nicer.
My name is Templeton, Ashley.
Why do you call me Ashley?
That's what you said your name is.
That's right, Ashley. Yes, orc Templeton. I'll take a bite of this food.
So, are we ready to go?
Oh, morning,
Your bellies
Val.
are full. Are we ready?
Good morning, Val.
Yes, it's a morning. Are we ready?
Well, it seems that you decided you were finally ready.
Would you like some food, Val? And I'll hand him a
I will
couple
be
of
out the
pieces of
door
meat.
before you. I don't need breakfast. I abstain.
And at least I offered. I'll put it back on my plate and just keep eating.
I think I'm full too. I'm gonna push back all of my uneaten food and go stand up next to Val.
Looks like half the party's ready. What about you two?
I'll be ready in a minute. I just need to finish my plate. And I imagine I have a much smaller, more reasonable portion size. So I would say I'm pretty close to being done at this point. Yeah. So hopefully I'll be done soon. I just have like a stick of bacon and like a spoonful of eggs left. So I'll quickly take the bite of the eggs and grab the piece of bacon and just go stand over and say, I'm ready.
I'll pick up 2 of the sweet rolls and I'll say, orc, hand.
I think you're getting this relationship all wrong.
He's hungry. You won't let him eat his food.
That is not the case.
Fine.
I thought you were having him carry your food. That will not happen.
No, I was giving him his food.
You can give him all the sweets you like.
Well, I'm full, guys. Yeah, I'm good.
What is this? What is this between you two?
We
He's
have
my best friend in the whole world.
Templeton is my best friend in the whole world.
You guys make an odd pair.
Well, the best pair. Are we gonna go down to this dock ward or not? The
Yes,
quicker
go
we
ahead.
can get this 200 gold, the better. And the
You're-
quicker that I can get away from you, Ashley, the better.
All right,
No
you're
offense,
familiar
but-
with the city. No, go ahead. You're familiar with the city. You lead.
Yes, we will be heading south towards the water. Imagine that the dock ward is at the water. I will
go.
lead, of course.
So,
Go.
so as you guys open the door, the yawning portal again is right here.
I do want to say you can zoom in really close on this map, and you can see all the street names. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
streets will be important.
So where's the yawning portal? What street?
Oh my goodness.
Rain
Ooh.
Run.
Let me start over. The yawning portal is off of Rain Run and Gut Alley.
Ah, here.
Right here. And so
Okay.
Valerian
Gotcha.
and Templeton, knowing this, the quickest way to go south is Snail Street.
We will take Gut Alley. They off of that main street.
Okay?
Not to be difficult, just I think we would
No,
Just
that's
this
I mean
huge
that's
orc.
absolutely fine.
huge orc and a halfling kind of walking around together. Yeah, we would kind of stick to those side streets more than not. And then what street is the skewered dragon on?
You didn't find out.
Would I know?
Give me a history check.
That's a solid 7.
You don't go to the dock ward terribly often, and you're not terribly familiar with it. I mean, so let me set the scene. As you guys exit the yawning portal, a gust of just blizzardy snow flies right back into your face, and as you open it, the doors outwards, you push that 3 to 4 inches of snow that has fallen out of the way, and you look out, and the streets are pretty empty. You see people that are slowly starting to shovel off what small stoops they have, and people are, you do see some patrolling guards, and they are, them as the City Watch, by the way, but they are bundled up and they are moving briskly throughout the areas, but the streets are pretty barren.
You know where you're going, right?
Of course I do, Templeton. And as we come out, I'm gonna take up my black hood and put it up and kind of cinch it down a little bit, and you can see just the nose, this pink nose of Raffle kind of sticking out just enough to get some air. We will head down to the dock ward. We just head south to the water. We can't miss it. And I'm gonna start heading down Gut Alley. I know enough to get to the dock ward.
Yeah.
And then once I get to the dock ward, if I see somebody, I would discreetly ask.
Okay. So as you work your way down, you do see some City Watch.
Are they the only people I see?
I mean, other than maybe 1 or 2 people up early enough to worry about clearing their stoops.
Yeah, I would kind of steer clear of the City Watch and go to just a regular Waterdavian.
Okay.
And is it male, female?
So you make it, and you can see the line. You make it to the corner
Okay.
of Black Star Lane and Gut Alley. You see a small gnomish woman that is struggling to clear what little snow they do have off of her stoop.
Is she above us? Is she on the street level with us?
It's maybe 2 steps up. So where she's at is not even. She's still lower than your eye level, Templeton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll bend down and take my big hand and just push all of the snow over in one motion.
Okay. Oh, thank you. That was. I mean, when we get that deep snow, that was a trouble. I really appreciate your help.
This is why I keep him around.
Oh.
Do you?
And she kind of looks
Yeah.
at you quizzically, as if, like, wait, is that like slave?
Well, friendship. This is friendship.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And she kind of like bundles tighter in her coat.
Now that we've done this job for you, you mind telling me where? Do you know what street the Skewered Dragon is on?
The Skewered Dragon? And she's thinking back.
Surely you've been to the dock ward before.
Yeah, no. I mean, we have, but I try not to go down there. I think it's somewhere near. It's either Ship Street or Snail Street. I can't remember.
Ship or snail? Well, you have been much help. Thank you.
Oh, it's the least I could do for your assistance. This probably would have taken me another hour or so.
All right.
And I saved my back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't.
Oh well,
No
you have a great day. And she bundles up and kind of goes back inside.
So as Val takes off walking, I'll be like, bye.
Oh, bye to you too, dear.
I'll turn around and run after Val.
So we're looking for Ship Street.
Yeah, it starts with the letter D.
Close, Templeton. That is close, but it is not. That would be an S.
Oh, and that's...
Yes, like the snake letter.
So you guys travel through a few more
Wind it.
bends. And you make it into the heart of Dockboard, and you find yourself on Fish Street. And so, seeing down this way, you can see Ship Street, and seeing this way, you can see Snail Street. Which way do you want to go?
Huh?
And you still haven't found the exact location of.
I'm gonna take out a coin and flip it.
Valerian,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's the hesitation?
just catching my breath and taking in the air. You'd smell the air. It changes once we get down here.
It smells like fish.
That is
You
true.
want
but
to
that's-
take in the fish.
It's not only fish. You got to, once you let the air get into the nostrils, you can smell fish. You can smell salt. You can smell the blood and the sweat of all these working people. that
I'm
make
not
this
getting
city
paid to smell. I'm getting paid to rescue from Skewered Dragon. Lead the way.
run. Then you lead the way.
You know the way. You live
lead
here.
the way.
You live here.
You lead the way if you're so good at it.
I don't have no idea where we're at.
Val's doing a fine job.
I'll look down at my coin and see what came up, and evens were going to be Ship Street, odds were going to be Snail Street. So I'll take the right and head towards Ship Street.
Okay. So as you guys continue on, you head down Ship Street, and as you turn the corner, you find that the street has been cordoned off by the City Watch, and you've seen this before. It's not out of the realm of like possibility, but in the war that's been happening, kind of this underground war that's back and forth, has been spilling into the streets, and you've seen this before. And so lying on the cobblestones are half a dozen corpses.
Oh.
So that's a little bit more uncommon, but is becoming more common as of late. Seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. So you see just blood, splattered, pooling everywhere, right? Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning any witnesses. One of the officers sees you and goes, "Get on. Get on. Wait, who goes there? There's nothing to see here. Please move along, sir."
I mean,
Well,
there's clearly something to see here.
I mean, it's none of your business to see here, okay? Yes, there's some bodies, but please move on.
We are looking. Our friend has gone missing, and we are looking for them. Any of the bodies on the ground? Can I see Do I see any reddish blonde hair on any of them? Just trying to
give me a perception
quickly
check.
make out if Floon might be in one of these guys' perception. That's a 21.
21.
That roguish expertise there.
So face down are a lot of these. You see a few. You don't see any reddish hair, but you see a few of these guys have a triangle with an eye in the middle of it.
Oh, naughty.
They have a triangle with an eye in the middle of it,
Like an eyeball.
like a pendant.
It's just on their. It's on their maybe their cloak or their chest somewhere.
Okay, so it's like a sigil or something that they're wearing. Okay.
Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati. Yep.
Triangle with an eye,
Yep.
you said?
Not like the dollar bill. The eye is in the, and it's not like a human eye. It's more circular in nature.
So like a fish eye.
Well, maybe.
Ah.
You can give me a history check because you probably have seen it before. If you've
Yeah, I
been
would
in
like.
both Templeton and Valerian can.
Second 7 on my history checks.
That's a 1.
Perfect for
Actually, that's a
perfect
2, and I have a -1 modifier.
perfect for Templeton. You can't recall it, but you've seen it before.
Alright.
Makani's been here long enough; she may have seen it. Been here a couple weeks, maybe. So you can give me a or a history. Sorry.
Nat 20.
Oh shit!
You have seen that several times, and you actually saw it in the fight at the Yawning Portal last night.
Oh.
And it is one of the warring guilds, Xanathar's guild.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm about to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
It's the sigil of Xanathar's guild.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I have seen this sigil before. The winemakers. You know who the winemakers are,
The winemakers.
right?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the orc man who don't know what I talk about.
Oh. I see this sigil here. I do not know who it belongs to.
I'm telling you, it belongs to the winemakers.
That's not who we're looking for, so I don't see Floon in this
Okay.
pile of bodies.
So continue on to your dragon.
Wait, what winemakers are we talking about? What's their
In-
name?
In the bar, the winemakers, the Xanathars.
Do Val and I know that name?
You can give me a history check.
I'm wondering if maybe the name kind of rings the bell.
Give me a 7.
Give me
13.
7, baby.
I had a 7.
13. You've heard Xanathar before.
What would I know about them?
Not much. You've heard the
Yeah,
name.
just the name. That name gets thrown around all the time. Xanathar's doesn't mean particularly much to me.
Hey, guard.
Yes.
I bet you are excellent fighter. That's why they chose you to guard the scene here, correct?
I'm new here. What?
Now, don't sell yourself short. You are strong man, and I squeeze his arm. You are strong man.
Oh, thank you.
Now tell me, somebody with your fighting abilities and your smarts, can you tell us, what happened here? I promise to keep it secret.
No, I can't. And then he sees the burly one that addressed you first. He's like, "Please move along. There's nothing to see here."
That is true, but this does not look like a very good scene here. But before we go, can you tell me where the skewered dragon is? I thought it was on Ship Street. Is that not true?
Well, you can't go down Ship Street right now. But if you go, and he points back to Snail Street, and he goes, if you go down Snail Street and then down to Fillet Lane, it's right in the, if you take the alley right there, it should be right there.
Thank you. Thank you. That old lady up the street gave us the wrong direction. She said Ship Street.
Well, I mean, and he's just bumbling. You can't. Ship Street's closed right now. But if you head back to, and he points back to Snail Street and back, and then go down to Fillet Lane. It's right there.
That's where we are heading.
Okay.
Ashley, as we start to walk away, Ashley, what do you know of this Xanathar's guild? What do you mean winemakers? Nothing?
No, they're the winemakers. You hear them talking in the bar.
Well, there's a reason there's a dozen of their buddies in the street.
I don't know why.
Do you want me to find out?
Templeton, yes I do, but not right now. Definitely. That's a job for you.
Wait,
I want you to think about it and how to solve it.
your job again. What do you do?
He does
What is this job?
He does what is needed.
We are retail facilitators. Right, Val? Is that right?
Retail,
That's the word I told you, yes.
Retail facilitators.
Fancy name.
On the up and up?
That sounds important.
Of course, we would not be walking around free men if we were not on the up and up. Are you on the up and up? You seem...
Does this face look like the face of a criminal?
Yes.
Do I look like a criminal, Val?
No, you're not a criminal. You're my best friend.
Okay.
That does not make you not a criminal.
I mean, if we want to know what's happening back here, I can find out.
Well, Templeton, we'll come back and we'll figure this out. First, we got to go to the skewer dragon.
Okay, you're the boss.
Did you hear that, Ashley?
I'm not going to respond. Half ignoring Ashley, half ignoring the you're the boss.
You should listen to my friend Templeton. He is wise beyond his exterior looks.
Sure.
We have places to go. It's cold out here. Let's move.
Gnome. As we're walking that direction. Gnome, where do you come from?
Oh, I come from Eberron, a little place not terribly far from here. It's a few days' trip.
Why are you here?
I'm just not unlike Voldo. I hit a sort of writer's block, and I'm trying to see if I can't get myself out of it.
What are you writing? You writing book about monsters?
I'm not a writer. I build stuff, and I just needed some inspiration for something new and fun and fantastic to build and wow my guild back home with. This cube, for example, and I'll just hit it and activate it so that the propellers kind of lift it out of my hand. So just something like this, but not as small, something more grand.
Is something built like that something we would be used to seeing, or would that be like...
I would think it's rare.
It's pretty rare. So there's not a lot of like mechanical stuff like that. So you'd probably be you probably wouldn't have seen one before. Would be my guess.
Now that is interesting.
I'm gonna make it shoot like a little puff of fire, just like the size of like a candle was lit and then blown out, like a birthday candle on a cake or something, out of the top of it. And then have it fold back into my hand, and I'll put it back into my satchel.
I'll keep my eye on you, little gnome.
I'll keep my eye on you too. I get the feeling that you're not an Ashley. You don't seem to respond to it very well.
I don't need your judgment. And I'll walk forward.
I'm not judging. I'm just making an observation. I'm very interested in how people think and what they do and why. I like it.
Hey, Jax, if you ever need ideas, I have lots of ideas. Really good ones. Like, someone needs to make a book that has half that is like drawings in black, like ink, and then you can color inside of the lines and make the picture. Like a coloring book.
That's an interesting idea.
I think you can win your competition with that one.
I hadn't mentioned a competition yet that I can remember.
Now, you said you won prizes and stuff back home.
Did I actually say that today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you did.
I think
It's
this
canon
one could
now.
win you a prize.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah, I don't know if that would be enough. Oh, but I will keep this in mind, though. I'm always looking for new stuff, and I'll take a little notebook out and write down book with black lines to be colored in, and then just put it back in my satchel.
So as you guys kind of head down Snail Street, you see the dock ward is very compact, like tenements. So tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow off these main streets. So Snail and Ship were pretty main streets. But everything else is pretty dark and leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen. And the smell of salt and excrement lingers as you pass the rows. And as you get... So Ship Street wasn't bad because it's one of the main thoroughfares. But as you head down Snail Street and deeper into the dock ward, it gets bad. It gets to the side of town that you don't want to go to.
I'm gonna nudge Templeton. Is this safe to be here? I'll say as I'm looking up at his...
Perfectly safe.
If you say so, big guy.
Yeah.
And-
Val says it's safe.
It'll be fine. Just stay close. Keep your mouth in check.
And so as you guys...
Don't talk to strangers. Seems to be the best way.
You remember that lesson, yeah?
Good advice.
So you guys have branched off of Snail Street, and at the corner of Zastro and Fillet Lane, you do see one shop that stands out more than others. It is not the Skewer Dragon, but one nearby shop stands out from the others. It has a deep purple facade, which the others are kind of boring tones, so like browns and grays. But this one has that deep purple facade, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder, which, as you look at that eye, it looks similar to the eye in the middle of the triangle. And above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zoblob Shop.
Zoblob?
And it's a stuffed beholder, like a stuffed animal?
It's a stuffed animal of a beholder.
Val, 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 Val,
What?
Val, Val, Val.
Yes, Templeton, we are looking for the dragon.
No, look at this. You have to look at this.
What?
I'm gonna grab him by the shirt and like pull him hard over to where I'm standing.
What am I looking at?
Look,
The stuffed monster?
yeah, the monster. Dude,
What about it?
I want it.
How could I guess? Can we do work first and then...
No, I want this. Look, it has the same emblem as the guys that were dead.
Sometimes I think you don't see anything. And then sometimes you put these two and two together. Yes, I did not see that at first.
Go on.
Jax, Ashley, are you okay? We need to step in here for a second.
Well, if he sees the sigil on there, I think it might be worth asking about it in there at the very least.
Why are we stopping here?
Because I want this.
The beholder?
Yes, the monster animal thing.
For why?
Because it looks cool. And it has the eye with the triangle in it.
I would say, Jax, as you were flipping through your Volo's Guide to Monsters, you do see a beholder in there, and it has it kind of written out and drawn very, very nicely, neatly.
Oh, hey, I remember this in the book, so I'll grab the book out and flip through it really quick and find it and show it to all three of them.
What does it say? Just not like I know we probably don't have the full shit in front of us.
I mean, it's just like lore of each creature.
Okay.
I mean, you're
Like,
That's
is
a
there-
real creature.
So let me ask. So him reading that to us, is there anything important that we should glean from that?
not yet.
Okay.
Well, that is interesting. I didn't think I'd see one of these for real. Do they all look like this? I'm just going to imagine that I'm too naive to know if a stuffed beholder is the same as a real beholder.
Okay, we're going to go inside. We ask about this stuffed doll. take a look around. If we see some more of these sigils, then I'd like to know what's happening on the streets of my city. And then we go to the Dragon Skewer. It's probably not even open yet, being so early in the morning. I'm going to walk up to the door of the Zoblob shop.
Blah blah blah. So as you open the door, it swings and hits a bell and goes ding ding ding. As you walk in, a cloud of lavender scent purple smoke trails out of the shop's door as you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple, and
It's like Hollister at the wall. Sorry.
every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed a deep purple or deep violet. The hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter wears plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising a hand. Hail and well met! Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world.
That is,
I would.
Go ahead, Jax.
I'd like to run up to the guy and just be like, "Is that beholder in the window real?"
Oh no, you're not from around here. And you look at him and you see he's actually not just a normal gnome. He's a deep gnome, which
Ooh.
Travis, I'm not sure if you've been familiar with.
He took Poetry 101 in college.
He's deep.
I am not personally familiar with it.
And he goes, well, no, I mean that's just a stuffed gnome. What do you? I mean, a real beholder's like huge. And he points to Templeton. He's like, twice his size.
Wow, I didn't know they could be so big. I totally thought that was real. I have a lot to learn.
You've come to the right place.
Is your name Zoblob?
No, my name. That's not my name. I bought this place from the old guy Zoblob. He's not here anymore.
Oh, you are. What is your name?
My name's you just call me Zoblob. That's fine.
All right.
Makes it easier.
My name is Val, and this is Templeton, Ashley, and Jax. What brings us in here is we've seen a couple things. One is that stuffed beholder. It caught my friend's eye here. Is it for sale?
Well, I mean, everything in this world's for sale.
Well, we would like.
I don't really want to part with it though.
No. Do you have anything else that might be of the same type as this stuffed beholder? I'm afraid if I leave here and I'll lean forward, kind of out of earshot of Templeton as much as I can. I'm afraid if I leave here without some sort of knick-knack or trinket, my friend here will not be happy, and we will not get any work done today.
Oh well, I would hate for him to not be happy in my store. But I'm sorry, I can't part with that.
Well, you are.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, I would imagine you're pretty close.
I want to step directly behind Val and lean forward over top of him until I'm eye to eye with the gnome, and I'm going to say, "You said everything's for sale.
Except that.
Name your price."
1 million gold.
Templeton, do you hear that? 1 million gold. You have 5 gold. How many more gold do you need? Too much.
I want the stuffed animal. And I'm staring at the shop owner.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you could have it for 1 million gold.
What if we work something out?
If you could work out 1 million gold, that I mean,
okay,
I take gold. I take dragons. I take gems. And just so you guys know, dragons are another form of currency here.
Well, that is not something that we have at this moment. But have you been in the streets today? Does that sigil on your... Where do we see the sigil at here?
It's not the sigil. You see that the beholder's eyes look like the eye in the middle of the sigil.
Have you been in the streets this morning?
No, I actually live here. And he kind of points upstairs.
Quite nice, but Does that the eyes of this beholder mean anything to you?
Other than their eyes, I mean, but you see that he has 9 painted on his face.
Oh shit! These I might have to say that these eyes are bad luck right now. We have just passed a street where there were at least 12 bodies. People wearing that same eye on their clothes.
Oh my goodness, what happened? Tell me the whole story.
I don't know the story.
Well, you just said you saw it.
We saw people on the streets wearing that same kind of eye.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's.
It might be worth it to get rid of it.
Oh no!
Get them off your hands.
I don't think so.
You're not
So-
making this easy on me. Go ahead.
If I look around the shop, I assume we see other trinkets and stuff for sale.
Yeah, you could actually, in Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook,
Oof.
is pretty much any trinket he has.
Okay, so I would like to ask him, did you make all of this stuff?
Oh no, I just colored it purple. It's great, isn't it?
Did you make that stuffed thing there at all? The beholder?
Nope. I don't make, I just sell.
You just sell. Well, at
Why
least you're not
is this-
competition for me.
Why is this not for sale?
It is for sale. 1 million gold.
Do you
Now-
have like a room of some stuffing and sewing materials back there by chance? That
Nope. Just
Yes.
a storeroom. And he goes to Templeton. He's like, show me how much gold you have.
Templeton, you can show him.
I'll open up my bag. How much gold do I have in there?
I would have given you 5 of the 10
5
that
gold.
Bolo gave us.
Okay, I have 5.
You have at least 5.
And so as you pull out the money, he kind of, picks it on your hand and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 gold. Now, you need, like, 1 million more.
As he says that, I'm going to grab him by the throat and lift him up in the air.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Templeton.
Name your price.
1 million
I'm going to squeeze just a little bit, not killing him. I'm trying to intimidate him.
I know.
Okay.
roll the intimidation check.
Have you
Just want to make my intentions completely clear.
While this is going on, I feel like I am just like leaned up against the doorway, kind of watching this, because I want to see the orc actually do orc things. So I'm like arms crossed, just watching the entire thing.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
10?
And he's like, I rolled an 11.
Oh.
Oh,
And he's like, it's 1 million gold.
Templeton, let's put him down. If we go do our job and make some money, we can come back and buy this. We don't
gonna
have
put-
enough money right now.
I will put him back down not so gently and storm out of the shop.
If I'll turn to Zablob. I hope you realize what you've done. You've pissed off this very strong orc. Now I have to clean up this mess.
And he's
You
like,
could have just sold us this little doll. That's it.
he's like, I understand, but he's like holding his throat. But, I
It
mean,
stings, doesn't it?
That doll means more to me than that. And I just can't. I mean, you guys have 5 gold. I'm not going to sell it to you for 5 gold.
He has 5 gold. But that's fine. We will take care of our business later.
But so as you guys step out, that's where we're
Yeah, I
going to
would
end it
follow.
for tonight.
Oh,
So that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
So, guys, how do we kill this guy? Because that has to happen.
Damn it! Why do we have to run into a stuffed animal with Templeton?
It's so perfect too.
I know.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it says it in the book, a stuffed beholder. So I'm like, yeah, you got to do it. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for the follows we got, the bits we got earlier. Appreciate it, everybody. Appreciate the support. If you're listening to podcast form, you can join us here every night, Friday night at 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern.
Best time,
When
huh?
we do our when we do our Waterdeep sessions. So if you want to know more about the characters, we've posted all of their backstories in full at Reddit. We've posted them in our Discord, the link to that Reddit if you're interested. And you can read up on them. You can read up on Templeton, Valerian, Makani. I wanted to say Ashley. It was in my head. And Jack. So all of them are there. All the character art's there if you want to get a better picture of what they look like. We did their session zeros. So Makani's was today, right before this stream. It'll be up as soon as we can get it there. But the other three are posted Tuesday. The other three are posted on YouTube and podcast format. So go ahead and check those out if you want to know more.
Can I re-record that? Because that was pretty rough.
No, it was great. It was fine. I mean, there's no issues with it. And then hang out with us Thursday nights where we bullshit. We interact with chat a little bit more. Friday nights, we don't get a ton to interact other than typing it, so we do apologize for that. But we will see you next Thursday for the podcast at 8:30.
Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you guys. See ya.